Hi, I'm Eshaan reporting for Kids First, and today I'm super excited to be chatting with baseball legend Rickey Hill and director Jeff Celentano about The Hill, a biopic about Mr. Hill's life story. Mr. Celentano has directed 9 lauded films, including Say It in Russian, Breaking Point, and Glass Jaw. Mr. Hill was raised in Texas, woohoo, a fellow Texan. I'm from Houston myself, and he overcame his physical disability for his talent in baseball, playing in the major league for the Montreal Expos and later the Grace Harbor Loggers, champions of the Northwest League in 1978. So thank you so much, both of you, Mr. Celentano and Mr. Hill, for chatting with me today.
Thank you, Sean, for having
Thank
us.
you.
Let's start with Mr. Celentano. So as a director, what aspects of the story drew you to The Hill?
Have you seen the film, Sean?
Yes.
All those aspects. No kidding. What drew me to the movie was the night I read the script. It was the story was crafted in such a beautiful way that it just broke my heart. It just got into my heart. You know, it just attached itself to me like glue. And it was the fact that this little boy had everything against him. He was being bullied. He wore leg braces. He was crippled. His father was against him playing baseball. He had a love for baseball because as a child, he was very bored and he would go out on these railroad tracks as they had no money and he would hit rocks all day long. And Rickey told me he hit 2,000 rocks a day. And after he got finished, that next transition was obviously baseball. So here's a kid with leg braces out on a sandlot game trying to play baseball, and kids are calling him Robot Boy and, hey, do you want me to bury in the graveyard or the junkyard? You know, things like that. But he would just get back up off the ground when he'd fall down and smile and hit that ball. He didn't care, and he never stopped. He just believed in himself, and he had a will and a passion for this game that he was going to make sure he succeeded. So there was something, I always am attracted to stories about people who are underdogs and then they win against Goliath. You know, the evil people that try to keep you out and not let you win. And he overcame all that with just his heart and soul and his talent. And that just got into me because I'm kind of that guy myself. I moved to Hollywood at 19 years old, knowing no one. I was a surfer, still am today, but I came out there to surf and to be in the California sunshine, and found a passion for the entertainment business. Started acting and studying really hard, and it's what I wanted to do. But I had no help. I had nobody in the business. I had nobody my family all lived back in South New Jersey, and I got kicked in the knees and kicked in the chest and beat up and pushed around and bullied, and then I still just never gave up because I loved what I did. And I give that message to every kid that wants to be an actor or a filmmaker. Don't listen to anybody. If you want to do it, just do it. As difficult as it is, it's the hardest business in the world, and today it's even worse. But if you love it, as I told my students, I used to teach acting to kids in LA. If you love it, do it and never stop. But if you love it for the money and the fame, give up now, because those things are just dreams, unless you have the love for acting or making movies. If you don't have the love for it, it's never going to happen.
100%. And Mr. Hill, did you have a hand in creating or shaping the film at all? And if so, what was it?
Not really. I didn't have to. When I sat down with Jeff, first of all, let me get this straight. 1978, they came after this movie. That's a long time ago. But I had to turn it down. My father was dying right after this happened. After you probably saw the movie, my father passed away 3 years later, and with pancreas cancer. My mother came down with a brain tumor at the same very time. And no one wants to mess with a film in your life story, because my brother wrote the story just for our family, not for anyone else, just our family. But a man in our church took it out to Hollywood, and then they wanted to buy my story. and I didn't want to mess with it. But the time that came, and when I let it go, is when Jeff wound up joining us after a couple of failed attempts in certain divisions. And so, did I really want this to happen? No, but you know what? To get the word out there to show children that, see, I don't believe in the word dreaming. I believe in the word doing and action. It's what if you have a desire to want that, you have to have that desire. And a dream is just a dream. I say things different. A dream is just a dream. And but I wound up meeting this man here. I'll let him tell you how I met him.
Well, Rick, isn't it funny that I was just thinking about it, that you started that movie back in 1978. It went through all the problems we went through to get it made. And then you met me, and in 17 years I went through trying to get it made. And the only time it's coming out is 2023. Think about it. What's going on in the world today? Darkness. Everybody's upside down. Everything's a mess. Everybody's separated. And we made a movie that's going to make people feel really good and really up and inspired. And like Sound of Freedom's doing to people, like they see, like, you know, the bad guys getting taken care of, and the kids are getting returned to their families, and all the support for the people in Hawaii today. They're going through that whole thing in Lahaina. All that stuff is happening, and people are coming out of the woodwork to help those people over there. I mean, it's never before I've seen people trying to reach out to help people. And this movie kind of does that. It kind of wraps its arms around you like a big warm blanket when you see it, you know. And I was going to tell you, Eshaan, we were in Houston at a screening, and a mother came up to me and she was crying, and she said, my autistic son just watched your film, and he now has a passion for baseball. You've changed his life. And like my producer, Warren Ostergaard, said, if every little kid runs out and joins Little League, that would be the best thing that ever happened to us. You know, and that's kind of what we all set out to do. Right, Rick? Absolutely.
You know, the love, you know, there's a movie, The Love of the Game, with Kevin Costner, and The Love of the Game. You got to have that love. First of all, if you don't have that love, go somewhere else and do something else. You know, go do whatever you want to do. Draw pictures, do whatever it is. But if you don't have the love and passion for baseball, just give it up. Just go do something else. Find something to do. But you got to have the love. Some reason baseball is different from any other sport. You got to have that love. You really do. And saying that, you know, this movie was made for everybody, not just even people who hate sports, because the movie is really about a family and going on the road and what they went through, and a little boy trying to find the love of his father. Yeah, Jeff gave me a break in the movie where he didn't show about me eating dog food out of a can. But hey, let me tell you, I hope that this reaches every child in America. Even my grandchildren were there last night when I threw out the first pitch at the Ranger Stadium. My grandchildren, now they look up to their grandpa. You know, I don't want them to look at the grandpa. This is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to help one another.
Thank you so much, Mr. Hill and Mr. Celentano, for chatting with me today. The Hill releases in theaters on August 25th, 2023, so definitely go and check it out. This is Eshaan from Kids First. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss my next review or interview, or those of my Kids First teammates. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you at the movies.
Determination and sacrifices have come down to this.